gotta focus on yourself, on your faith, on your dreams, on your mind, on your health, yeah. You gotta work, never tell, keep your head down, find what you love and excel, yeah. Push and pull.
OPPO, wait, did you really just put a Hasselblad logo on a smartphone? That's bold. And the box? Totally different. The Find X9 Ultra ditches the usual rectangle for a square.
Big thanks to my tech partner over in China for providing this footage. I really appreciate the support in making this video happen. Hey everyone, Stella here from techiestreet. If you're into staying updated with the newest gadgets, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of our latest tech content. All right, let's get right into the unboxing.
All right, let's open it up. Okay, this is interesting. It actually feels like holding a mini Hasselblad. Inside, you get a soft white silicone case that wraps the whole phone. There's a 100-watt charger too, though honestly, USB-C would have been nicer. You also get an A to C cable. Now, I haven't seen the official version before, just a bunch of renders, and they all looked similar. So which one is real? Let's see. All right, it's white. This shade is called Polar Glacier. Instead of mixing materials, the back is a single piece of fiberglass. You can spot a subtle glacier texture. At first, it looks familiar, but look closer and the details pop. Right in the center of that circular camera module, the Hasselblad logo is brighter than ever. No matter the angle, it stands out, front and center. Now, that black circle inside, it's changed. Not perfectly round anymore. It leans hexagonal. Edges are still soft, but yeah, that hex vibe is clear. And honestly, it works. Below the module, there's a small orange dot, very Hasselblad. The numbers and text have been rearranged into this hex layout. Those tiny orange dots from before? Gone. Now there's a full orange scale ring at the bottom. The whole design feels layered. The middle has a vertical focus ring texture, and the top forms that hex shape. Compared to the older circular layering, this feels way more like a real camera. Strong Hasselblad influence here. Now, the cameras. This is where it gets serious. There are 5. Up top, a 10x optical zoom, 50 megapixels with a 2.75-inch sensor and f3.5 aperture. That's your super telephoto. On the left, a 3x optical zoom lens, 200 megapixels, f2.2 with a huge 1.128-inch sensor. It even does telephoto macro down to 15 centimeters. On the right, the main camera, also 200 megapixels with a 1.121-inch sensor and bright f1.5 aperture. Below that, a 50 megapixel ultra-wide, and next to it, a second-gen color calibration sensor, still using a dual periscope core. This generation clearly pushes telephoto harder, and those bigger sensors? Big upgrade. Now size. The last one was 8.8 millimeters thick. This one's slimmer at 8.6 millimeters, but it's heavier, 228.8 grams to 236.9 grams. Why? Probably the battery. It jumps from 6,100 milliamps to a huge 7,050 milliamps. Camera bump? It's bigger, from 14.1 millimeters to 15.2 millimeters. The flash sticks out more too, now 10.5 millimeters. The frame is still right-angled but feels sharper in hand. Buttons haven't moved. Volume, power, and that shortcut key are all in the same spots. But here's the twist. It might be the only Ultra phone with a dedicated camera button, and it's orange, like a shutter, straight from Hasselblad's playbook. On the last model, it sat flat. Now it's redesigned. There's a chamfered edge, and the button is slightly recessed. It feels more tactile, more like an actual camera. A 6.82-inch display, and those bezels? Just 1.4 millimeters, super slim. All 4 sides look perfectly even. But here's the twist. The corner curves feel a bit different. Not like the Find X9 Pro, more like the older generation. Subtle, but you'll notice it. Now, software. This is where things get interesting. ColorOS 16 has a new upgrade called Gold Edition ColorOS 16. Sounds fancy, right? That tiny gold badge isn't just for looks. It unlocks a whole new lock screen experience. Here's what makes it special. This lock screen runs in 2 modes. First one, Proud Wolf. Let's say you're playing music on QQ Music. It starts as a simple card like before, but swipe down, not from the top, just below the card, and boom, it expands into Proud Wolf mode. Swipe back up, and it shrinks again. The transition, super smooth. Inside Proud Wolf, notifications feel alive. Messages from WeChat show both name and content in a fresh layout. Same with SMS and other apps. You can swipe sideways to switch panels, and the animations have this fun, bouncy feel. Now swipe up again, and there's another layer. Think of it as a second immersive mode. It changes based on the app you're using. Back to music. In Proud Wolf, tap QQ Music and the time and date shrink. More space for album art, lyrics, and controls. You can even switch between art and lyrics or full lyrics view. And here's something cool. If NetEase Cloud Music is open too, you'll see both players. Just swipe to switch between them. No need to leave the screen. Swipe down, and you're back to Proud Wolf. Navigation apps even better. You get a full screen route right on the lock screen. Tap to switch views. Hit the Proud Wolf icon and jump between apps, or even different map apps, instantly. It feels complex at first, but once it clicks, it's fast. All this makes the Find X9 Ultra feel sharper and more powerful. But let's be real, the biggest highlight? That camera system. That's it for my first impressions of the Find X9 Ultra. Full review drops April 21st after launch. See you in the next one. Bye!